Good morning, guys. The boss isn't with me today.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Just not ready.
Just not ready.
Good morning, now.
Good morning.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Carl.
And you're watching Happy's Lawn Care and Landscaping.
And we are going to be mowing. So if you
Yes.
guys like mowing, trimming, weed eating, stuff like that, just subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do. We like the comments. We really do.
So today we're doing all mowing. Tomorrow is the fun day, guys. So if you come to Fun Day Thursday, usually it's Fun Day Friday. This one is Fun Day Thursday.
Then Fun Day Friday.
Yeah, then Fun Day Friday, because if all goes well, we won't be working Friday and we'll be headed over to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are aerating our largest property that we have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of aeration. We actually have to mow it first, then aerate it, seed it, spray it a little more, and all that fun stuff and fertilizer. So if you guys want to come along and see how we do that, just follow us to the next video.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to get out and mow this one, and we got another one up here to mow. So let's go.
Let's go.
So we're here to mow this one. As you can see, this backyard stays way too wet. So we'll have to fix that one day. Rachel's going to mow all this. The mulch beds look pretty good. I noticed one little weed popping up over here. Oh no, there's a couple. So I'm going to hit these with tenacity that I have. So let me get mowing. There you go, guys. Number one done. Look what it looks like afterwards. I sprayed some tenacity in these beds to any little things popping up. Not too bad. Now the sun's coming out, so it's going to be hot. Well, not hot, humid. It's only going to be 80 today, but humid. Okay, guys, here's the next one. We'll get you a little bit of mowing on this one. I know you guys have seen this one a bunch of times, but why not? Okay, we're at the next one. We are making a pear mess. I'm just trying to shape these up so I can get under them easier with the weed eater. Look at that mess, guys. Rachel's making pear sauce. Oh my goodness, man, that's ridiculous. So we're almost done this one. We are going to be pruning all this. These pear trees, the three pear trees there, 2 pear trees there, actual pear trees, not these Bradford pears. We are pruning them too. The crepe myrtles you see along the house, we're going to hack down. I don't like doing that, but they're planted in the wrong spot. These were planted in the right spot, and I can't wait to touch these. We will never top these. All we're going to do is come in here and clean this bark that's falling off. Clean up any little branches like this tiny stuff right here. Up in, thin out a little bit. Anything that's touching the house will nip, and that's about it. If you guys go back about 5 years ago, or maybe 3, we pruned all this and how small this stuff was. And we will be aerating, seeding, fertilizing, and spraying this yard. We're gonna top all these pear trees to be only about 9 feet tall. And then these crepe myrtles. I don't like cutting back crepe myrtles, but as you can see, these were planted in the wrong spot. So we're gonna cut these all the way to the top of this window here. I hate doing it. I don't like doing it, but butterfly bushes cut back, this cut back, and this will be after we're done doing all the aerations. And look, the deer took out the rest of the hostas. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to blow everything off, weed eat over here, and then I'm done. There we go. Rachel mowed all that up. We cleaned that up. So next time we come to mow, Rachel's gonna start mowing in the back. I'm gonna prune the abelia, blow it into the lawn. That way we can knock out a little bit each time. And then when we come back, we can just hack the trees and then be done. Okay, this one's done. You guys see the tenacity's doing its job. I sprayed this one probably a week ago. Nice, and the grass is taking over. Well, that was not called for.
No, this is crazy, you guys.
I just looked at my phone. It says rain continuing through 8 p.m. Localized flooding possible. Like, really? There was no rain on the map when we left our house.
No, no.
Maybe a tiny bit. So let me see if I can get to where a radar is and check this out. And see if it's even, you know?
Yeah, well, right, because if it's raining anywhere, then we can't get any more done. But if that's the situation, then I'm just gonna contact those people and just tell them that
We'll be back next week.
yeah, because we have to do aerations tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm doing now. Well, you can obviously we beat the rain. We ran away from it. Right?
We hope.
We hope. I think so. So let's get this going. Yeah, we're going two ways on that way, but I'm not totally sure that way. So look guys, my pulley's still hanging on. This is that pulley I told you that was really loose. It actually touches the deck there. It's been doing that all season. Hasn't broke yet, so, and it hasn't done anything with any of the belts. I mean, I can get a new one. I don't know what they are, probably 179, 150 bucks. I don't know. And it's probably simple to replace. But if it ain't broken, I'm not gonna fix it yet. I mean, worst case scenario, it breaks and seizes and the belt breaks, but that belt, oh, how old is that belt? I think that belt's pretty old. So we'll have to be, when I replace the pulley on this thing, and probably not gonna break this year, it'll probably be next season or over the winter. I'll replace the pulley and I'll probably put a new belt to start the season off. I've yet to change the oil. I changed it one time in the beginning of the season and then that's about it. Like I said, I don't even ever check this thing, but it definitely needs to be changed. It was just running, so of course it's not going to be at the top, but and it's still running. Still got me so far 1,160 hours without replacing anything on this mower that I had to pay for outright. Oh, sorry, that was a fib. The battery. And then basic maintenance like your belts and stuff. But I think I only replaced the belt one time on this. Once or twice. I'm almost sure it's one time on this mower here. But don't quote me, it could be 2 times. But even if it's 2, that ain't bad for 1,160 hours. So let's keep it going, Ferris. Keep it going. And this is our baby mower. This one has the least amount of hours. So this will be a quick little walkthrough for new subscribers. This one has 417 hours. I like this mower. Now they have a new one. This one's like 4 or 5 years old, 2018. Uh-oh. That sounded like thunder. They have a new 36 from last year. I think that actually has more horsepower, which I liked. And they actually have, if I ever had to replace this, they have the new one with the oil cool system that I'll eventually get. I'm gonna clean this thing up one day. Probably take off all these stickers off of here. I don't even know if any of them people even do lawn care anymore. I know Clemens don't. I know the Texas veteran doesn't. I don't know about Leo's. I know these guys don't. I don't think they do. I know Tony does on Tony's Lawn Care. So I don't know about anybody else. If they put any videos up. I usually watch, if you guys want to know, Ratliff Lawn Care whenever he puts any up. These are the favorite ones I like to watch. I started watching, I forget what his name is. I watch sometimes Elite, Ray's Lawn Care and Landscaping. I always watch all his videos, most of his videos. Who is the one that I didn't know how to channel? I can't believe I'm forgetting your name. I'll have to go back and see. I just subscribed to you guys. Okay, I went and checked the comments. Another person I just started watching, guys, is Wild Bill's Lawn Care. I had no idea he put videos up until he popped up on my feed one day. And then I said, oh, I mean, I know he commented on Ratliff and once in a while ours, but I didn't know he had a channel. So if you guys want to go check him out, go check him out. A couple little shout outs. But we are going to get back off to mowing and we will be done. Oh, I don't know. I got to check the radar. We might go do one more. Look at that rain shaft, guys.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that property must have been hit by like some type of rain shaft, and that was the only. Everything else around it was dry.
Yeah, it was.
But the bottom of my shoes and my legs are wet.
So we're gonna go try to get one more done that I'd like to get done.
If it hasn't rained there yet.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's funny, right?
Yeah. It's pouring there.
So where is that? Would that be like over Biltmore area?
Yeah, that's over Biltmore, moving down south.
Huh. Wow, that's great. You can see it getting heavier as we're sitting here.
Yeah,
right?
crazy, right?
Good, buddy. You can go.
It's moving down. That would have hit us if we kept on working over here. So we're going to hope that it's not raining up there. We have 2 more, but they can be moved to next week because tomorrow we have 3 aerations we want to try to definitely get done in a big mow. So we'll see. Look at it. It's getting heavier. You see it, guys? The wind's picking up now.
It's rolling in. Bikers.
I have no clue.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if we're doing
Oh my goodness.
that stinks.
I know, because then it's just gonna make more work for tomorrow.
We should not have come this way to begin with. Oh, there's somebody back in here. Okay.
Get that toe place right.
Uh-oh. See, I told you that was rain.
It's coming, it's coming. Those things were pretty tiny when they planted on mine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a big tow truck.
Once evergreens get established, you guys, they grow like feet a year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like feet.
And think about it, if you want to know, it usually takes, so if you're planting an evergreen, you tell the client, it usually takes 2 to 3 years, and in that 3rd year, it'll explode and grow after that.
It will.
Usually most plants.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's crazy, right? Just comes out of nowhere today.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we were on our way to do that last one for the day, and we got one little raindrop on the window, and we do not mow in the rain, right?
It wasn't just one little raindrop.
There's rain coming down, and there's no point of starting a lawn if it's gonna rain. I mean,
and this is actually, it's one of our nicer lawns. It's one that puts a lot of money into his lawn. I don't want to leave clumps all over it. We're about to repair it.
Yeah.
So.
And it's got tenacity on it, so it won't. I sprayed that 2 days ago, actually 2 mornings ago, so it won't hurt to be on it for. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Friday. You went Friday.
No, Monday, wasn't it? Oh no, yeah, you're right, Friday.
Yep. It was
Well,
Friday.
today's Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Oh my goodness.
No, today's Wednesday.
I don't know what day it is.
I know, because because it rained, and then it was Labor Day, and it rained on Labor Day. We would have taken off anyway, but yeah, so
the tenacity is going to stunt the grass some anyway, and any crabgrass and any sedge and everything. So
yeah, it hasn't
we'll
been
back
on
to
there a
mowing.
week yet.
No.
It hasn't been on there a week, and we've had like tons of rain. So let's just let it sit on there. Is basically what we're.
And listen, if it rained for a week straight and we couldn't get to any of our lawns the following week, and it was still going to rain off and on, we'd probably mow wet lawns. I mean, we'd be forced to, but we looked at it last night. We only mow 31 accounts. That is down from our max that we did before. It was 96, I think, one year.
Yeah, I think that you can probably even go back to like our earlier videos and us telling you that we had like, 30 more to go for the week, and we were like already at like 30 something.
Yeah.
So, once upon a time we really did have like 60, 70, Carl used to actually mow like 70 something lawns all by himself.
Solo. I
Yeah,
did that for the
solo.
first 7 years, right? For 6 years, maybe.
Because I didn't start working out in the field. Like, I did all the office stuff. I obviously did all the stuff with the clients, and he never did any of that. But I stayed home with the kids, did all the office stuff, and he really would work from like 8 in the morning until like dark.
Oh yeah, till dark. I'd come home super late. Listen, when you're building your business at first, yeah, that's good unless you can get good paying accounts and good clients. But that's for the birds, guys. Like I've said in previous videos, working Monday through Saturday, 12 hours a day, that's for the birds. You need family time. If you are working that much every day, there is something going on in your business, or you just don't like to be home, I guess, because that's a lot of away from home. And is it, in my opinion, in our opinion, it's not worth it to be away from the kids and our family that much.
Yeah.
For the business. I'm sorry. I'm not one of them people who wants to work myself into the ground with my business. We have times in our business where we work a lot, and push ourselves. But that's not an everyday thing, Monday through Friday, as soon as lawn care season starts until it ends. That's just not the world. That's not the life we want to live.
No, in our opinion, you know, your children are only young for so long. And
now,
yes, you need a career to be able to provide for those children.
Yes,
absolutely.
You do.
So there were times that we did that, you know, like Carl said, when we first started, Carl did work a lot of hours by himself. And because he was out there solo, he had to work longer hours because I was home taking care of our children, making sure that they were fed, that they had all that, and the business side of it.
Yeah. And there's a whole backstory to like when we started and everything. Granted, I could have, if things were well off when we first started a business, we could have bought the big equipment, financed it at 0% probably, and worked a lot easier. But we weren't afforded that situation because of what we did when we moved down here.
Yeah. We moved, had no jobs, and this was
no
something,
credit, nothing. Had 3 kids still, moved away from family. What, how many miles away is it? 500 miles.
Yeah,
from New
thought we were
Jersey
crazy.
all the way to North Carolina with no jobs, tiny bit of money to get us through a couple of months in a new place. Yeah. But we did it.
Yeah.
We really struggled for the first 3, 4, 5 years probably.
Yeah. And when you guys know, like, you know, we came down, we're like, okay, this is enough money to sustain us for a year. Yeah. That did not happen. So,
no.
But we did come here, and Carl really did. We started the business, like the very next month, you know, like we got settled, took a couple weeks, started the business. And then that first year he did actually go to FedEx to get a winter job. And then we went away for Easter, and FedEx knew we were going away. And then as we were away, because it was like Easter break, spring, you know, we started getting so many calls from the previous year again that he was just like, okay, what do I tell FedEx?
No more part-time job thing.
So he was able to quit FedEx, and we went right back into it. So we were very fortunate, and we were only in an apartment for that first year. And then that following summer, we actually moved out to renting houses, but we still have been renting since we've lived here, because unfortunately, now the market is not great.
Yeah. And then maybe one day we'll get into a whole backstory on that. And like I said, I don't want to disparage anybody who works their butt off 12 hours a day. But if you're 10 years into the business and you're still working 12, 13 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, and you're struggling on Sunday to get, you just got to rethink things, because you shouldn't have to do that. This is a good business to be in. If you do things right and you charge what you're worth, it is a really good business to be in, and you should be able to have the same type of life as anybody else who does other jobs.
Yeah.
Without working 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, we always, you know, educate yourself, because when you're educated, then you can educate your clients, and it just that's what people want. People want somebody to take care of their property that know more than they do.
Yes.
You know, it's not everybody has the knowledge of taking care of lawns or plants or whatever, because it just doesn't come easily to some people.
And not everybody would want to do it at all. They just want to pay somebody to do it all for them.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're here to do. You just got to hone in your skills, hone in what you charge, and make sure you're getting what you're worth, guys.
And another thought I wanted to just quickly add in there, that when we had all those clients, and if you guys have been watching us for any amount of time, you know that we originally were having a different plan. We were actually going to hire. We were going to hire and expand because of all the calls we get. It's just very easy, and we're very lucky. It's very easy for us to get clients. But then when we started making that transition into S Corp, and, you know, having to pay for workman's comp for somebody else, it did just not come out. We make more money as a team, as him and I being out.
It all stays in-house. We get to start when we want. We get to finish when we want.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't want to deal with not that having employees won't build our business and make us more income over time. But we just wanted to be able to get up and do our things with our kids in the morning and go out when we want to go. There's sometimes we don't start until 10:30. There's sometimes we start at 8.
And I'm super thankful that we made that decision to kind of pull it back and be just us.
And we're happy.
We're happy.
And we don't plan on doing lawn care until we're 70, 80 years old. We do have other plans. As you know, if you watch the other channel, we're experiment with all that stuff.
Right.
So
before it starts to rain, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And be happy.
Or at least try. Have a good night.
See, that was a good decision not to go mowing.
Yeah, it was.
See, we think. We look at the radar. You guys got to check the radar. You better run now.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Hey guys, it's raining now, and our next job was right on the other side of this little mountain hill right there, on the next road over, so it wouldn't have got done. We would have been rained on, and the boss would have been complaining.
I would have been complaining.
So we'll see. Yesterday we got 1/10 of an inch of rain. We'll see what we get out of this. Beautiful out here still. Except this, I got to come back out here. None of this stuff gets watered up here. And these might have died. Let me put these in the rain, let them get a little bit of water.